What you find out, boys?
Nothing to report, sir.
That's impossible. There's gotta be somebody in this town that's seen him.
I'm sorry, sir.
Nothing, huh? I guess that just leaves the woods then.
But, sir, the forecast is calling for some heavy showers and thunderstorms well into the morning. Shouldn't we wait till...
The longer we wait, the more ground we lose. Well, that hurricane's miles worse than this. We'll split up. You lot. Y'all stay here and keep on searching for him inside the city. The rest of y'all are with me. We'll search as much of the woods as we possibly can until we manage to find some.
Pardon my asking, sir, but how much are we being paid here? Seems like a lot of effort just for one little rag doll.
Oh, I ain't being paid nothing.
Are you serious? What are we even doing out here then?
This means more to me than just money. If I'll light a fire under your asses, the rest of y'all all pay triple, with a nice little bonus for whomever manages to find him.
What? Triple? Oh, the missus is sure to be happy about that. All right. When? Sir, I think we found some.
Oh, thank the Lord. What did you find?
This? Looks like something I'd expect to see on a rag doll. And it looks like it couldn't have been kicked off all too long ago.
I recognize this shoe. This is definitely Dolly's. It can't be too far off now. We gotta keep pushing.
With all due respect, sir, it's getting to be way too dangerous for us to be out here. We're exhausted, and the rain's coming down so hard we're hardly able to see anything. We gotta turn back. Sir?
Y'all head on back then. I'm gonna keep looking.
But, sir...
We're close. I can feel it. I done myself once over Dolly. I ain't fixing to do it again.
But, sir, you could get lost, or hurt, or worse.
Yeah. I probably could, couldn't I? Y'all already know what to do. If something happens to me, I'm counting on you to look after the rest of the crew for me. Capiche?
Capiche. Good luck to you out there, sir.
Appreciate it.
Come on, boys. Let's pack it in.
Dolly? Dolly, can you hear me? Here we go. Got some tracks. Dolly?
Mordecai?
Dolly? I hear you. I'm coming. Dolly?
Mordecai.
This way.
Mordecai?
Dolly?
Mordecai? Mordecai, over here.
Huh? Dolly? There you are.
You came. You came out here to look for me.
Of course I did, hon. Now, look at me. Are you alright?
I am now.
Come on. We can hunker down in here till the rain lets up.
Good idea. Your clothes look like they're completely soaked through.
No matter. Nothing good washing can't fix. And even if it can, clothes can be replaced. Not you, though.
Thanks.
Mind telling me what the hell happened back there?
Tom happened. That's what.
Oh, what did Sibling go on and do this time?
He accused me of harming your brother.
What? That don't make no sense, Dolly. Didn't look much different when I picked him up than when I dropped him off.
I know that. He must have told the council that I did that to him. That's the only thing that I can think of.
Well, why didn't y'all just contact me or Wallace then? I'm sure we would have come down and helped to straighten things out.
Well, I didn't have Wallace's contact information on me. And the council said that it would be inappropriate for you to come forward as a witness because of the type of bond that we share.
That's some bullshit. So much for innocent until proven guilty, huh?
Yep. In that place, any ragdoll that's accused of violating the laws of the commune is guilty until proven innocent. And I wasn't able to prove my innocence. Not sufficiently, anyways. Everyone turned against me. Tom, the commune, the council, even Avery. My Baba was the only one that stood up to defend me.
Yeah. Old Jeannie was the one that called and told me about what happened to you, too.
Really?
Yeah. I ain't ever heard him sound so distraught before.
Yeah, well, I always was my Papa's favorite.
So, when you were driven out of the commune, why didn't you just come to me? I could have helped, you know?
I tried to look for you, but I didn't know which way your house was or where exactly I could find you. And everyone I asked just said that I didn't have any business trying to find you. Like, I'd be in danger if I did. I thought that because I'd been driven from the commune in shame, all I'd do is wind up being a burden to you.
You be a burden on me? Nah. Now having to deal with the fuzz, that's a burden. I'm so sorry, Dolly. I promise I'll do what I can to set things right. I swear.
Hey, you made it. We were starting to worry.
My oh my. Have you fellas been waiting out here all night for me?
Of course we were. You'll all walk back to your manor otherwise. We sort of agreed that if there wasn't any sign of you by noon, we'd head out and discuss things from there. Looking a little worse for wear, eh, boss?
Yeah, rough night. I think I'll live, though.
Didn't come back empty-handed, I see. This is her, I take it.
Them. Get it right. This is Dolly.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure. Well, mission accomplished, I suppose. I reckon it's time we got you two back to the manor.
Indeed. I reckon we could all use a hot shower and a change of clothes anyways.
Hello? This is Gene?
Hey, Gene. It's me.
Mordecai? Oh, please tell me you found something.
Don't worry. I found them. They're a bit shaken up, but they're alright.
Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to think that, with the storm...
A little bit of rain was about to deter me. I have him here with me now, if you want to talk to him.
Yes, please? If that's alright.
Sure thing. Dolly?
Baba?
Dolly? It's so good to hear your voice again.
Yours too. Listen, about what happened back at the council.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I've known you since the moment you were born. I know you would never try to hurt anyone, especially a client. I plan on going to the council today to convince them to reverse their decision.
You know what? Don't bother.
What? Dolly?
You know them, Baba. When the council makes a decision, it's very unlikely they'll change their minds. Trying to fight them only put you at risk of being excommunicated too, if not worse. The last thing that I'd want is for you to be punished because of me. You don't need to worry. As long as I'm here with Mordecai, I'm safe and happy.
Okay. You'll keep in touch, right?
Of course.
Alright. Take care of yourself now.
You too. You sound like you haven't gotten a wink of sleep since I left. Go get some rest.
Alright. I love you.
I love you too.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye.
Everything alright over there?
Yeah, I guess.
What's on your mind, hon?
I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Everything I had, the life I had made for myself inside of Cross-Stitch, all of that is gone now. I feel so lost.
Well, you've got options. I'd be more than willing to help you find your own place inside the city somewhere. A lot of safe and friendly neighborhoods that you'd fit right into. And there are no shortage of places where you could work that could make use of your talents and expertise. Stores, Arabic offices, hospitality positions. Given a bit of time, I'm sure we'd be able to get you settled in somewhere. But it ain't what you want, is it?
It just sounds like a lot. I don't know very many people around here apart from my previous clients. And the city has already shown me how safe and friendly it is towards ragdolls by driving me into the woods. How's it going to look to them if they find out that I was driven out of Cross-Stitch for allegedly harming a client?
Well, I do have another option. Give me just a moment. Been sitting on this for a number of years now.
What's this?
This would make you an honorary member of the Darlin family. With a wave of this here pen, you'd have an official name, and you'd be recognized as my own. But only if you want it.
But I thought you said...
I know what I said. And believe me, my family is far from perfect. But second-guessing myself ain't led to nothing but trouble. I've been putting in the work to try and be better, and I think I'm finally ready. And I know you've been waiting for this for a long time now, too.
Dolly, darling. It sounds good to me.
I agree. And there you have it.
I officially have a home. And a family.
Yeah. Granted, it ain't all that big. As of now, it's just you, me, my ma, my brother Wallace, and his son Walden.
I guess that's all right. My family at Cross-Stitch wasn't all that big either. Just me, my mappa, my baba, and Tom-Tom. There are rumors that my ancestor Andromeda Cross still lives somewhere in the commune. But that's a little far-fetched, you know? I've never seen them. They probably died a long time ago.
And who are they?
They'd be like my third or fourth great-grandparent on my baba's side.
Ah. That being said, what do you want to do about your folks inside of Cross-Stitch? You still want to keep in touch, or?
Well, I know I still want to keep in touch with my baba. They stood up for me, and they were prepared to go back to the council to try to convince them to reverse their decision. But my mappa, Tom-Tom, well,
Tom I can understand. I wasn't all that fond of that whiny little plush toy myself, if I'm being frank. But Dakota?
my mappa has always favored Tom-Tom over me. Probably has something to do with the resemblance, or that they were there in my papa's first child. Regardless, I've always lived in their shadow when it comes to my mappa. That's one of the reasons why I've always had such a good reputation. Because I was always doing everything I could to prove that I could be just as good as my sibling, if not better.
Well, you just say the word. I ain't about to let nobody come here that you don't want to see.
Just my papa for now. I want to wait a bit and see how things play out.
Very well. Now then, why don't you say we pick out a room for you and get you settled in? Here we are. I apologize if it's a little plain, but there's somewhere you can rest your head at least.
Holy plane! This room is huge. Is that bed an Alaskan king?
Nah, just a Wyoming king is all. If it's an Alaskan king you want, though.
No, this is fine. Wow. And the window offers a great view of the...
Something wrong, sweetheart?
One of the guys from before is outside, lurking around the garden.
Oh yeah, he does that sometimes. Pay him no mind. Like we're just doing a security check is all.
Who are those guys anyways?
Well, a lot of them are debtors. Folks that came to me looking for money at some point or another, but weren't able to pay it back. They're the honest ones. And for me, they wouldn't be able to pay back the money I'd lent them. And so, they chose to walk it off. Some of them are from the crew I ran with down in Louisiana. Lookouts, security, bodyguards, search and rescue if needed. They're good men deep down.
So, you trust them?
With my life. I wouldn't trust them to wander around here so freely otherwise.
Huh. All right. Whew.
You're exhausted, ain't you?
Yeah. Being out in that storm really did a number on me.
I know it. Well, get yourself comfortable and get some rest. We can continue getting things sorted out tomorrow once we've all gotten our bearings.
Okay. Oh, and Morty,
Yes, Dolly?
thank you. For everything.
Ain't no thing. If you ask me, this was long overdue. Yes, I'm a dad now.
Yes, exciting, isn't it? You must be thrilled.
Define thrilled. Actually, I'm more terrified than anything else.
Why?
Getting Dolly settled in made me realize something. We are from two completely different worlds. I'm the one that's fortunate enough to have exposed myself and learned about their way of life and their culture. But Dolly? They've been uprooted from everything they've ever known and thrust into a life that's unfamiliar to them.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, sir, you went through something similar when you were young, and you had to do it almost completely by yourself. At least for Dolly, they'll have the luxury of someone they know there to help them.
Tip of the iceberg. I'd completely forgotten that there are folk around here that don't take kindly to rag dolls. Or just dolls in general. Hell, just take a look at the Lee family and all the hell they had to go through just to make a name for themselves. I never wanted that for Dolly.
Well, your family's reputation remains strong, and you being the head of the family, I doubt anyone would want to try to cross you for simply taking in a rag doll.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Right now, what I believe is important would be to familiarize them with our way of life and get them established as part of the family. Nobody knows that you've taken them in yet. Not your brother, or your nephew, or most of your henchmen. Perhaps we could hold a little get-together so that everyone can get acquainted.
Yeah, I can think of at least 3 reasons why that'd be a bad idea right now. But you're not wrong. I'll figure out a way we can make it work. But now, I think I'm gonna head on over to Cross-Stitch.
With all due respect, sir, I feel like you should take some time to lie down and get some sleep. You've barely rested at all since you left last night.
You can wait a while longer yet. There's a few things I need to consult Jean and Dakota about.
Oh, it's you.
You.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you better run, Pipsqueak.
What the? Mordecai? What's the problem?
Oh, where do I begin?
Okay, Mordecai, look. Whatever Dolly told you, it's only half of the story. You don't know what they could have done to that client, or what Tom Tom saw that day.
Don't need to. That client was my brother. And the injuries y'all accused Dolly of inflicting on him were there before I came to this commune. The fact that you or this council of yours ain't even given the benefit of the doubt? That's my problem.
Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't see anything, and I wasn't there. If I would have known...
You probably would have just taken Tom Tom's side. Your favorite, right?
You don't know that. I wasn't there. I don't think it would have mattered anyways, if Jean's testimony wasn't enough.
Well, what about Tom Tom then? Did you just fall for what they said without even questioning if it was true or not? No questions or doubts? Uh-huh. That's what I thought.
Mordecai? I'm going to have to ask you kindly to back away from my spouse.
It don't matter no more anyway.
Thank goodness. I reckon that's why they call you Judge, huh?
Yeah. Didn't come looking to rough anyone up today anyways.
Cup of tea for you?
Nah, coffee today if I could. I'm going on 30 hours no sleep, and there's still a lot I have to do yet.
So I see. I can tell there's certainly been a change.
How I've decided to take Dolly in. I'm officially a member of the Dolan family now.
Oh my gosh, finally? After 20 years, you finally quit doubting yourself and took them in?
Don't get twisted now, Dakota. It wasn't the first option I offered. But considering the only life I've ever known was living here inside the commune, life inside the neighborhood and living amongst puppets and other outsiders is overwhelming for them to think about. At least with me, they have someone there to help guide them and the potential for a brighter future.
You've been trying to tell you this all along. But you always kept on letting your fears surrounding your family or turning out like your father get in the way.
Now. I've always encouraged my clients to open themselves up on their own time and take things at their own pace. Overcoming personal obstacles and allowing oneself to heal doesn't always happen when it's convenient for everyone else. All that matters is that you take the necessary steps to get there.
Thanks, Jean.
So, is there anything more we can help you with?
Yeah. You see, despite sitting on the paperwork for it for over a decade now, taking Dolly in was still a spur-of-the-moment decision that I wasn't fully prepared for. I was hoping I could pick up some of their belongings so they'll at least have something that's familiar to them while we get them established.
I think we might have a few of their things left in their old bedroom. But most of what they had was in their own home that they were living in. And that place has to have been thoroughly looted and spread across Cross-Stitch by now.
Are you serious?
But, I'll tell you what. I still have all the measurements Dolly would give the local tailors to have new clothes made for them. I can give you that, along with anything else I have here. And you can go to the tailors yourself. Or go to whatever clothing designer you fancy and have them do it for you.
Well, it's a start at least.
Here we are. Feel free to take whatever you feel like Dolly could use.
Do you have anything here that's a bit more...
Clean? Not quite as worn out. Classy?
Well, no neat and formal ain't ever been Dolly's forte. But the fabric of some of these clothes look like they've just about had enough.
Well, they've been kept here in the closet for good reason. A lot of this they haven't worn since they graduated high school.
Well, here's something different. I ain't never seen Dolly wear this dress before.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I don't think it was ever officially worn outside of them trying it on.
Why not?
They were asked on a date once. Their date never showed. It's a shame, really. I think this was the only dress that they were actually excited to wear.
Well, I think I'll take it. I'm making us just to wear for a party or banquet if they want it.
I agree. By the way, thank you for saving them and taking them in. Knowing they're with you and have an official name now puts me at ease.
Glad to hear it. Really, I don't think I'd have it any other way.
Hmm. 10 more minutes, Bubba.
Pardon the intrusion, Master Dolly, but it's time to wake up.
Huh? Who are you?
Oh, my apologies. I don't believe the two of us have been properly introduced. My name is Santiago Martinez, but you can just call me Santi. I'm the butler of this estate.
Oh, nice to meet you, Santi. Sorry, I've never met a butler before.
No worries. I'm sorry for startling you. I understand this must take some getting used to. Just know that if there's anything you need, you just let me know.
Oh, all right. Will do.
All right. I'll leave you to get yourself cleaned up and dressed. Your breakfast will be waiting for you in the dining room.
Wait, you mean it's actually morning? How long have I been asleep?
Ever since yesterday afternoon, I presume.
Oh my God. I've never slept that hard before in my life.
Well, in all fairness, yesterday must have been quite stressful for you. I'm sure your body needed the rest.
Well, you're not wrong. So, about the clothing situation.
Not to worry. A master took the liberty of going to Cross-Stitch yesterday afternoon and picked up a few things from your parents. It wasn't much, but he did manage to bring back enough clothing for you to put a few outfits together at least.
Mordecai did that? Well, that was very sweet of him.
Indeed. Now then, I'll see you in the dining room.
Good morning, Dolly.
Good morning, Morty.
Did you sleep well?
A bit too well, you might say. I was out for what, like 16 hours?
Yes, well, considering all you've been through these past few days, I'm sure you needed it.
Wow. Santi doesn't kid around when it comes to breakfast, does he? Pancakes, eggs, fresh berries, and yogurt? This is something I'd expect to see at a nice restaurant or something.
Well, I do try my best to start my day off right. And Santi's got a knack for cooking up food that's both nutritious and tastes good.
You're too kind, sir. Would you like a cup of coffee as well, Dolly? Or would you prefer a cup of tea instead?
Coffee, please. With sugar and cream, too. If that's all right.
Of course.
You know you're free to ask for whatever you'd like. I have yet to make a request of Santi that he hasn't been able to fulfill.
It's just that this is all still so new to me. I'm not exactly used to being pampered like this.
Oh, trust me, darling. The pampering is only just beginning. You won't have to lift a finger in this house if you don't want to.
Well, I don't want to be a brat. Actually, I don't ever want to be anything but grateful for this. Who knows what could have happened to me if you hadn't found me in those woods? I see you went through the trouble of getting some of my old clothes for my parents.
Yeah. I popped by over there not long after you went to bed. Went there to fill your folks in on the situation, and pick up a few things to help you feel a bit more at home here.
Well, thank you. These clothes might be a bit old, but at least it's something.
Not to worry. Later on, I'll plan on taking you out into the city to do a little shopping. We'll get you some new clothes, accessories, bedding, furniture, whatever you'd like to officially get you settled in here.
I mean, if it's not any trouble.
Dolly, you're now a guest in this house. This is your home now. And there are no lengths to which I'm not willing to go to ensure this place is as much your home as it is mine. Don't ever feel like what you need or what you want in order to do that is any kind of burden on me. All right?
Well, I at least want to know all the rules of this house, about what's expected of the members of this family, and the sort of role that I'll play.
Slow down there, hon. As far as rules go, there's really only ever been one that our family has abided by.
And what's that?
Money. Ain't no tactful way of putting it. Having money is everything in this family. It gives us a certain amount of power and defines our success, you see? The investment company my brother and I run was started by my pops, William. On top of that, I became a jewelry maker, and Walden owns his own factory. The end goal is to keep building on top of what we already have, to ensure that the next heir to the family fortune is left with just as much, if not more than the last. And as I consider you my child now, you are officially the heir to my share of the fortune.
Oh. Well, I don't really know that much about business.
Oh, don't worry. You've still got plenty of time yet to learn. Or, if you happen to find yourself a partner that knows something about business, then you won't have to if you don't want to.
Ah. All right then.
Hello?
Hey, it's me. I was just calling to check in on you and see how you were doing.
Still in some pain, but otherwise all right.
Good to know. Also, I got a bit of news for you.
Oh boy. What is it?
Well, as of yesterday afternoon, you're officially an uncle now.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? When did this happen? What kind of double life have you been leading behind my back?
Whoa, slow it down there, Walls. I have been up to nothing that you don't already know. You know Dolly, right? A rag doll I left you with the other day at Cross-Stitch?
Yeah?
Well, some bullshit happened with them over there. And so, I decided to take them in as my own.
Seriously? A rag doll?
Sure, why not?
Well, it's one thing for them to be a therapy doll, but as your heir?
What exactly are you trying to say here, Walls? Are you saying that Dolly is lesser than us for simply being a rag doll?
No. Good on you for deciding to take them in.
That's what I thought.
I just hope you have a plan to help get them established. They're what? Mid-20s or something like that? They're already way behind where they're expected to be.
They are 26, Walls. I think they are able to determine for themselves whether they're behind or not. I'll be working on helping them while they get settled in. And once they're good and comfortable, we can go from there.
Alright, well, thanks for letting me know.
Don't mention it.
And don't be so vague the next time you call me to deliver news like that. You had me thinking you'd gone off and gotten married and had a child in secret there for a minute.
Well, don't be so quick to start jumping to conclusions then. I'm 60 now, Wallace. I think it's a bit too late for me to be getting married and start having kids now.
Well, there are some people that...
Goodbye, Wallace.